Okay. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Reserve Menin. Yes, family, one perfect balance. Greetings and welcome to Politically Incorrect. Where we get it correct. You know how we do. It's one of those powerful nights, blessed nights. Yeah, dynamic night, an amazing night. I hope everybody had an amazing day. It was one of them kind of days, though. Things happening, man. I am just saying, things happening. But I ain't even had to look for. Well, this is interesting. Like a really new day for real. Yes, family. So again, whew, what a night, what a night, what a night, what a night. Transformed by the renewing of the mind. I think I couldn't have said it no better, man. We got to focus on transforming and renewing the mind for a number of reasons. And we're going to touch on a few things tonight. Not a whole lot, but some important stuff. So go tell a friend and tell a friend that Politically Incorrect is on live for sure. We're going to make some things happen. So, as always, I greet you with love and light. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. Okay. I see. All right. So I want to shout out to all those watching from my personal Facebook page, Emmanuel Barelia, and those on Politically Incorrect, and also those on YouTube. I am working on IG. IG should be up by next week. Taking this a whole different direction. Well, not different direction, same direction, different level. So we're going to pull in IG now on top of everything else we're doing. Yeah, we can soon pull in BBC and CNN. Watch it. Have this streaming live on CNN. Well, Blitzer. Nah, but here we at, family. Anyhow, greetings to everybody again. Y'all know how it is. Shalom, Shabbat. To the family, Shabbat Shalom. You know how it is. Get it correct. Shabbat Shalom, each and every one. Assalamu alaikum to the Islamic community. Ashe Hotep, conscious people. Namaste, be at one. And without question, y'all already know Rastafari to the brethren and sisters. And to everybody else, like I said, is love and light. Love and light, man. So, tell a friend and tell a friend. Yeah, we on early tonight. Not that we staying longer, but we on earlier. Well, not earlier, but early, because sometimes you know how we be. But we in the building. But we want to touch on some stuff. So in the meantime, we just drop a tune real quick. I have a few tunes I want to drop. I don't even know which one I should choose. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was in here jamming all evening, really just preparing myself. Blessed love to you too, family. Yes, Andre, I see you. Natasha, give thanks for the link, by the way. I give thanks. I see you too. Hey, Jacqueline, and early out like that. Blessed love, family. Blessed love. Art Emotion, I see you. Phil, Shabbat Shalom. Listen, you got to shout me. I'm trying to get a hold of Gemma. Not reaching her. Not sure why. If you can hear her, tell her shout me forward. Critically important, for sure. Otherwise, you want to deal with it. So let's give me a shout later on. For sure. Divine greetings to you too, family. Miss Critchlow. Give thanks for the support last night. Give thanks to all those who supported that I don't know what to call it. Zoom meeting last night. I guess is the best way to put it. Politically incorrect, going and doing things. Anyhow, family, go tell a friend and tell a friend. And let me just drop a little Dennis Brown, man. That's a little Dennis Brown, man. Just a little Dennis Brown. Little Dennis Brown, man. Yes, family. Dennis Emmanuel Brown. The land flowing with milk and honey. Shout out to Zion House. Let them say what they're going to say. Let the weak believe whatever. The Almighty going to keep providing for us. Ooh-wee. Do what you want, man. Our soul is not for sale. It's true. I gotta pull this. I gotta pull this. I gotta pull this, man. I can't at that. So our sport, you start with this kind of vibe. It can be a serious night, though. I gotta pull that. I gotta pull that. I gotta pull that. Art in motion. Is that sort of night? Yeah, I should just play tunes all night. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Politically incorrect, live and direct. I feel like David right now, man. I feel like David. About to get up and dance, man. We don't want your ID card. We don't want your handouts. We want what is ours. What is rightfully ours that you stole. We want what you stole. And we want it now. Rub your card upon your chest, man. Rub it on your chest, man. We don't want the trident, we want the rod and the staff. Thy rod and thy staff. Jesus. Tell them, Dennis. Shout out the manager. I see you creeping in, manager. I see you. Had you in thoughts all evening for sure. Let the weak believe whatever. Jeez on. Yes, family. Yes, family. The lamb flowing with milk and honey, man. Jeez on. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Bring it, bring it. Woo. Cheese on bread, Dennis Emmanuel Brown. Look, cheese on bread. That's how we starting tonight. You already know how you gonna flow that, man. Oh man, Shabbat Shalom to you too, brother. Energy for real, family. I telling you, man, feeling the vibes, man. Shout out to Zion House again. Listen, family, you know, the one thing they're afraid of, right, is us figuring out that this is all a mental program. It's all mind. It's mind over matter. And the minute we reach the point where we recognize that what we say manifests, like I tired of people. Well, look, man. I tired of people telling me, "Yo, man, yo, you got what you say," because when you say things, it just happen. Yeah, that's a norm, you know, and you could do it too. But you will have to transform your mind because you have been conditioned to speak destruction. You have been conditioned to look at things from a negative perspective. Although you may not even realize it, we have been given that from the beginning, from primary school, from the so-called Christian with the baby, where they put the X on your forehead. You know, they take the baby to the church. They say they sprinkle the holy water. Well, I know what that is supposed to be. But anyhow, the holy water, because I don't know why it's holy, but they say holy. And they take the baby from the mother, and then they say something or the other, and then they read something from the other, and then they put a cross right in the middle of the forehead. But a cross is an X, you know. It closes out the eye from the beginning. Intuition, the throne of God. But anyhow, that's not where we're going tonight. But by the renewing of the mind, you know, that's why you got to keep saying, man, by the renewing of the mind, it cannot be what you've been doing, because what you've been doing will keep getting you what you've been getting. You're going to have to make some degree of change without question. Greetings, family, Jackie. Don't worry, Jackie, play the tune and pull it for you, man, because I know exactly what you was going to say if you was here for sure, but don't worry about it. We got to that. Isis, where you been hiding, man? Where you been? We didn't see you in a minute, though, but it's all good. It's all good. Yes, there was the roughest, but don't get through. Real Aces is checking. All right, checking in. All right, the Real Ace is checking in. All right, no problem. We see you. Love and light to each and every one. Transformed by the renewing of the mind. Now tonight I intend to post this link. Let me go get it first. Hold on. Let me get it from the early onset. Opening up the lines for sure. I'm supposed to get a message from a special author. And I know if she watching, she better not freeze up like she tell me today. She ain't ready. I ain't trying to hear that. Otherwise, I'll call you live. I'll call you. She said, "What?" Yes. So I gonna check it in a minute. I gonna check it in a minute. Yes, I gonna check it in a minute. We're gonna see what happened. But we're gonna definitely drop the line open up, man, and you can WhatsApp if you want to WhatsApp. Y'all already know the number. Matter of fact, let me just post it real quick. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Politically Incorrect is in the house. We open up the phone lines. We open up the video lines. But if you're coming on the video, remember, family, no surprises, huh? No surprises. We got children and the elders watching. So we always be mindful, right? Politically Incorrect. We get it correct. But by the renewing of the mind, let me just go ahead and share this real quick. If I could, do I have it? Yeah. Let me see. This is it. Yes, this is it. I want you all to recognize something real quick here. Let me just go and cue this up. Right. Share screen. I'm going to jump right into this. We ain't wasting no time. None. Looking to consolidate things and be more precise to what we do when we come online. You know what I mean? All right. So we're sharing this automatically. So this is Barbados today. And nowhere to hide from Bashment Soka, says NCF CEO. Now, me personally speaking, before I go into that detail, me personally speaking, I mean, what I understand of the term bashment, when they talk that's bashment, is that it's something that is lewd or vulgar or promiscuous or anything along them lines. It what they would call waffless. It's pure wafflessness, and that's why they call it bashment. And they call it bashment because yes, the word bash means to strike violently or aggressively, and ment means the mind. So when they call it bashment, it's not by chance. This is not like they just pick a word out the sky, like they were walking past the tree of words, and for some reason the leaf that marked bashment fell on the ground, and they say, you know what, let's label this kind of music bashment. No, the reason why they call it bashment because the intention of it is to affect the mind in a negative way. That's basically why it is called bashment. What is alarming, family, and this is why I talk about the administration. Yes, the BLP, and this is not a political position I'm taking. This is a position I'm taking based on the people of this nation. Why we cannot sit back and watch this for the simple reason that we know it has to play out. We're not here to stop it from playing out, but we're here to alert those who are not aware so that they can get informed and get informed. You see what I'm saying? Get information and get information because it's that time. You know what I mean? It is that time. It's like when the army laying in the barracks and everybody on their cots, nighttime out cold sleeping, trying to get that little rest after the lunch or whatever. And the whole camp is quiet. Everybody going on as business as usual, getting their rest, inside playing their cards, watching their TV, doing all the things they do indoors. But on the outside, there's a few militant soldiers that have been positioned deliberately to keep watch. The sentries to keep watch. The guards to keep watch. The guardians to keep watch. Some on the perimeter, some outside the tent, some in the distance, some a little further beyond the defense, some even going a little further. Scouts out in danger zone, even behind enemy lines, making sure they keep information relevant as to what the enemy doing. But no, we want to put our feet up, play PlayStation, and we ain't on our guard. So guess what? When the trumpet sounds, I don't care what the soldiers and the army are doing. when they hear the trumpet sounds, they know what to do. They snap into action. They get up, lace up boots, whatever, grab their gear, backpack, grab the MO, grab the weaponry, and they out the door in formation because they got the information that it's time, that danger is present or danger is imminent. It's on its way. And depending on how many times the trumpet is blown, it might alert them to how far away the enemy has reached. It might notify them, okay, family, we got this amount of time or we have this amount. So they'll know what to do. Well, I cannot stop to go and put my blanket back upon the bed. I can't stop to fold up my sheets. I ain't got that kind of time. I got to hit the ground running. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. We got to hit the ground running. But they're paying attention. So when you see the enemy advancing, how do you know they're advancing? Let me give you a sign. Let me give you a sign. So this is it right here. Watch this sign. The National Culture Foundation boss has defended the controversial decision to have a junior bashment soca monarch this year, suggesting that the way youngsters will be exposed to the subgenre could change its image. Could change. Look, Aunt Rose, right? I know who this boss supposed to be. I don't know her name. I'm not even sure. I ain't gonna leave it at that. My grandmother, right, Aunt Rose, man. She would always say a rose by any other, call her Aunt Rose, right? But she would always say a rose by any other name is still a rose. Show me your company and I'll tell you who you are. So your idea is to put the juniors in the category of bashment so they could sing bashment like Hoshi by She Here and bashment. We gonna let the young people do it, sing it, but hopefully they'll put a spin on it and give it a pleasant image. So let me see what the young fella can sing about at primary school in terms of bashment. I wonder what he can sing about. Bashing a politician over the head? Nah, probably not. They probably not. Probably not that for sure. I mean, bashing the tourists and robbing them? Probably not that for sure. But you want to allow him to sing about maybe gyrating on a young female while she catch water at the standpipe and mommy not looking, or dip inside the well to fetch water, or some crazy, I don't know. Look, man, family, the enemy is at the door. Yo, I don't know who this woman is, right? But please, can somebody take her to get psych evaluated? She cannot be in her right mind. I look, man, please let me know when y'all having a press conference. I want a press pass. I'm telling you right now. Look, where do you apply for a press pass? I know somebody on here got to know where you apply for it. We want a press pass. Politically Incorrect want a press pass. We want to attend these meetings y'all be having. Because I've got a question. What kind of idiot? Look, man, family, the enemy at the door. Look at it. I mean, this is hold up. Sorry, pardon me. I might be going on. Cal Roberts. This is Cal Roberts. This is Cal Roberts. This is Sonia. Wait, Melissa. Really? This is. Hold on a minute. This is Cal Roberts. But she looks so different, though. I mean, I remember growing up, Cal Roberts looked a bit different. But I don't know. But no, there's people, I don't know what's going on there. Pan on the Sand has been renamed Pandemonium. Okay, I wonder why the name changed. But you hear what it's called? Pandemonium. She looks strange in truth. I can't tell a lie. I remember Cal Roberts being, or I don't know, I ain't even touching that. Yeah, the boss. He's the boss. These people don't care about the future of our children. A well-selected team of, oh man. Well, Auntie picked them, right? Ignoramus or not, Auntie picked them. And like you said, Auntie, right now, Auntie up there with Biden and the cats in LA somewhere at the America Summit, which, by the way, is a joke. I mean, an absolute joke. But you know a house nigga when you see one. So we ain't even gonna touch that. That they ain't got no choice but to tap dance. They don't have the fortitude or the testicular manpower to tell America no. They don't have it. They can't do it. They want that little change, right? So you got to dance with the devil for that little change. You got to sit there and laba laba. I know what I would have told Biden right then, though. I could have tell you that. You know, you invite so many people and left out so many people. This is the same Caribbean leader that said she was left out of the meeting the other day, and I didn't even want to touch that, man. I ain't even getting back to that. But here we're going on, Miss Roberts. I don't know if you are aware of it, but bashment is nothing good. It is nothing for our children from a moral standpoint, from a religious standpoint. Where's the churches in this? Where's the God-fearing Christians in all of this? You know, they're always quick to cry down reggae, conscious music. I ain't totally reggae bashment because I would agree with you on most of that. Totally. But I just played Dennis Brown there, man. That sweet up the place, man. It nice up the place. Nice it up. You know what I mean? But anyhow, it's what's interesting. I keep telling y'all when I come on here, for example, like right now, this is what they do. I'm looking at my virtual studio and I can see numbers different. And I'm looking at my online page, and again, I'm seeing different. But that's all right. I overs. No issue. There's no issue, man. I love y'all nevertheless, family. Give me some feed for it, man. Give me some energy, man. I church, I'm calling out to the churches. I'm making an appeal to the churches, the pastor, deacon, priest, whoever you claim to be. If you truly have an interest in the children, then y'all need to speak out against this, because the church also has a, what do they call it, a Christian band or a Christian cart, or what do they call it again? A Christian something during crop over. I don't really know it because I don't care nothing about crop over. It is not my culture. I know it's nothing about it. But for this young lady here, Carol Roberts, to come out and talk about she want the juniors to sing bashment. This is nothing but pedophilia at its best, being masqueraded in the guise of crop over and a festival. They have literally sold the children of this nation to these pedophiles in North America and Europe, clearly. So now they got to create avenues and environments for them to be amused. This is why we cannot sit back and watch this. It's okay to say, well, it's happening and these people doing this and that may be very well true. But Haile Selassie first, they're going to keep saying it, always said, evil can only flourish when good people do nothing. So in order for it to flourish, good people have to sit on their hands. Family, are we not tired of sitting on our hands? The answer is yes. They say it's all about money. Man, my brother, I don't know if this is about money anymore. Maybe for them. But these folks want these children for real. For real. They print money. They give us some of this money they want. They want the children. They're looking to introduce bashment in the Junior Monarchy Festival. So the Junior Monarch this year going to have to sing a bashment song. But, you know, it's a childish song. So not that the child is writing it, an adult is writing it from adult perspective. But we ain't want to touch that, though. We want to go and gyrate and laugh and say it funny. But I'm not too moved by the reluctancy of some individuals in the society to do what's right morally for the betterment of this particular nation we call Barbados as a people. Because the reality is that the Bible tell you right there, the days of Noah, the man preached for 120 years, but he barely got a year in. But now God start, according to Genesis, 120 years, this man warned the people and then nobody listened. So who's me? I really be on here. Who's me? I be on here 3 nights a week talking to a screen. Trusting that the screen plug into some wires, plug into some more wires, send this signal all across the world. And trust that somebody home tune in and connect and send forward that energy and create that cycle, family. Because if we don't do this and get it done on a larger scale, they're going to keep doing this madness. And trust when I tell you, family, it's only a matter of when, not a matter if. They slowly introducing it without telling you that's what they're introducing. And every time they come on, you're seeing something else more and more and more and more. More and more and more and more. But we ain't paying attention. Carol Roberts looking weird, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow, if that's who she is, then I ain't gonna say nothing at this point because it's a words have power. All these events need sabotaging. Yeah, but the problem is sabotaging these events. I mean, let me tell you why. Let me give you one good reason why they really need sabotaging. Let me give you a reason why. Before I used to be able to switch this without going out. Let me see if I can pull it off here again. And share this one automatically. Yeah, let me see if I could share this here. All right, now it work. I wonder how you do that. I gonna figure it out. Don't worry about it. I gonna figure it out, man. Small thing. Let me go ahead. Let me show you why, Sister A, this want sabotage. Why y'all were not paying attention or why you were sleeping, there's been some new headlines in the media. And of course, we're going to drop it here on Politically Incorrect. All right, check this out. Okay. When options are not real choices. Now, current economic and public health crisis with which we are battling has thrown us several dilemmas for the government and the citizens. There's a link I saw recently. This was on Purpose Today. I think so. I don't think this is the one. I'm going to look for it. That talked about, man, I ain't going to find it. I ain't making that a sport. Hold on. I ain't making that a sport at all. Hang on a second. I going to get it. I ain't even playing. I going to get it. Y'all could try to switch up this stuff all you like. See, I don't forget where I see stuff. I don't forget. I give thanks for that, boy. I give thanks for that one. There you go. See? Can't trick the Rastaman at all. Yeah, I got the link now. Don't sweat it. I got the link. Because I clicked on the link early and I saved it. But now I went to the link. I see something different than what I saved. But no, this is the link I'm talking about. You see the similarity though. They use the same picture, different article. This is from a day ago, not last year like that other one. This is from a day ago. Now check this out, family. This is why they should be sabotaged, not by chance, but on purpose. And this is exactly why. Because they're now saying that the president of the Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners, Linda Williams, had advised government to review its healthcare financing model, warning that more money will have to be spent to deal with the long-term effects of COVID-19 on the population and to prepare for further pandemics. So they're saying more money needed to prepare for future healthcare, more price hikes to come. Now, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. All of a sudden, everything seeming to be opening up. Go on out, have a party. Matter of fact, there's rally and there's horse racing. So go and enjoy. And while we're at it, we're going to throw in a little crop over, a couple events. They want to raise about $2 million right now to host some. They actually want to start hosting parties like they're promoters, which is funny. But so I don't know. That's what they want to do. And so, but on the back of that now, they're telling you, well, we need a bit more money for the healthcare. The healthcare system taking a hit. And we can't afford to jeopardize the healthcare or compromise our healthcare by under budgeting ourselves and not necessarily recognizing we need more money. But a part of this more money is the fact that they're now telling you that price hikes more, rather, let me put it in perspective, more price hikes. So wait a minute. When last y'all went to supermarket? Between the gas and the cost of supermarket goods, look, I went there the other day, right? And I ain't joking. I picked up about 5 items. 5 items. And these 5 items, right? I put them in a box when I walked out. As I was walking out, I felt like I had just got robbed, man. Like I even had to look at the bill like 2, 3 times and look at the prices, like to think, well, how I could spend almost $100, almost, and only going to hit about 5 items. Well, I look at it carefully. But yeah, there's some more price hikes to come. So I might only have 3 items the next time around. It's called inflation, not devaluation. They're really relatives, but one is perspective. It's half empty, half full. It's just perspective, but they mean the same thing in terms of the contents and the glass, not perspective. But regarding the context of the glass, whether you see it as half full or half empty, the glass going water. That's, full stop. How you look at it is based on how you look at life. Brother, supplant your own food. Family, this thing gonna go on to a new level though. I mean, when they start telling you about price hikes and they slid that in there real smooth and they're trying to couple it with the healthcare requests for more money. So to justify these prices going up now, they're claiming that healthcare need more money. But let me show you a science. How would the government know that the prices are going up with the food or goods, really, when the government don't really own goods, the government don't import goods, the government don't deal with the goods? So why would the government say that the price hikes going up? Why? Because they plan to tax it more. That's why they know. That's how they know. Because the goods are controlled by distributors, at these houses, whether it be food or dry goods or whatever, car parts or whatever. The point is that it's all based on the fact that when it coming in, they plan to tax it. So we're taxing it more. The merchants have to pass on that price increase, that tax increase to you in the form of a price increase. So we need more money for the hospital, so we got to tax you a little more. That's how they're trying to justify that. We need money, so we got to tax you. Got to tax you, man. You ain't, you got to pay like you weigh. Bottom line. So that's the direction they're going in, family. I don't know, man. I had another one here. Let me. One of the things I find really remarkable, and I just want to put this one up because just to show you, just to show you that these folks can't help it. I remember Granston Brown saying he ain't going. He said, I ain't going there because them and invite Venezuela. I supported my people. I ain't going. And these are the Caribbean leaders right here, at least a few of them that went. Sam Bowen at this particular summit for the Americas, the 9th summit. Now, I can see Granston Brown right here clear there with his Hitler mustache. He can't even hide in the crowd. Can't even hide it. And of course, we have our prime servant here on the end next to Rowley. But what I find most remarkable with this whole thing is that none of them had the courage to say, no, we ain't going. For obvious reason. They don't want to wake up in South Africa. You understand? Could sleep in Barbados and wake up in South Africa. Wonder how that happened. Cats is crazy, man. Look, family, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up, man. This is going too far. Let me show you let me play a clip from India. You see, India, I like how India moving right now, and we ain't really paying attention, but America is imploding. It's about to implode. Not an if, and, or but. They're trying to recolonize the Caribbean, especially Barbados, in the form of these new ID cards. These new ID cards is a way for you to acquiesce yourself, your sovereign self, back into the system. a new digital system, because the old one is finished. Done. Perhaps Barbados was under, when they said new management, now it's a republic. Perhaps they formed a new corporation as a republic, and now they're looking to get the people. The emancipation was a transfer of property, right? Emancipation was a transfer of property. You went from having a plantation card to having an ID card, because now you're free. But you need to be registered so that we'll know that you're part of our system now. So you went from having a plantation card, which was your past on the plantation. We got rid of that. They gave you an ID card into the system. The illusion of inclusion. That ran its course. Now we see that we know independent. And now you got an independent card now. Saying a little different. Okay, that ran its course. And all of a sudden now, we're republic. And ironically, you're being given a new card. And we cannot for the life of us see what is being done. How is it possible we so deaf, dumb, and blind? How is it possible that we do not see what's going on, that we do not recognize what's going on? How is it? I want to play this clip real quick here. And some of y'all may have seen this. I don't know. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me share this one. Hang on a second. Let me... Yeah. Let me play this real quick. I want y'all to listen to the language, though. Listen to the language that's being spoken. This is what I want y'all to listen to. Barbadians, pay attention.
You're accusing NATO of being weak? What is India doing?
I shall only respond to you very briefly to your unnecessary attack on India. I do not understand anymore, and it's becoming frustrating that any discussion regarding this war becomes a discussion on India. Well, I will say it one more time to you, Dove. India is going to take care of India. India is going to look after India's interests. And our economy is growing 3 times the pace or 4 times the pace of the American economy. More and more Americans are living under the poverty line. They are not able to make ends meet, right? And more Indians are rising economically. And please, this is not our war. Dove, you are the ones with the biolabs in Ukraine. You are the ones, Joe Biden's sons was doing all kinds of business in Ukraine. You are vested in Ukraine. You are pushing Ukraine.
That's right.
You are encouraging Ukraine. And yesterday, your president went and said, listen, Zelensky, if you want to give up territory, it's your choice. Listen, Zelensky, if you want to break up your country and give a little bit of it to Russia, it's your choice. You have hung the Ukrainians out to dry, Dove, and how dare you question India all the time? You've hung them out to dry. You're just saying, go fight for the last Ukrainian.
Over $2.5 billion of assistance. How much have you guys given? The whole world considers Mr.
We've given humanitarian aid. It's your war.
Aggressive.
It's your war. We'd rather give them food than weapons. By giving them weapons, you are driving them further down into greater difficulty.
Listen.
Biden is begging the Venezuelans to give him a little bit of extra oil, but he says that India is on shaky ground. America fled Afghanistan with their incompetence exhibited in frightening pictures of Afghans hanging onto the wheels of their transport aircraft. But he says, no, India is being shaky about Ukraine. This is his war. He started it. And he needs to take both the responsibility and accountability for it.
That's right.
America has absolutely no business attacking us anymore. When it is they who have provided the spark that's led to the bloodiest and most unending of all wars. America is a mess.
A mess.
It's a complete mess. And we made it clear to the Americans that the only corner that we are in is the Indian corner. By refusing to ally completely with a shaky America, we have grown in stature and re-established the core of our really independent foreign policy. There's nothing shaky about it. There's something very decisive about it. India will not clean up America's mess. They've littered the whole...
India will not clean up America's mess. America looking shaky. The world is standing up to America, family. That is a serious declaration here. I don't know if y'all realize it, but between China, with over 2 billion people, India with 2 billion people, America with their 300 million, Let me tell you something, right, family? It's about to go down. And I don't know why the Caribbean leaders siding with America, but I suppose it's proximity. But we don't want to get squeezed between the giants, so we're going to pick who we think is the brightest and the strongest right now. Yeah, yeah. America's shaky, and y'all up there joining shoulders, rubbing shoulders with these cats. And these cats over here looking to drop some stuff. Who you feel they're going to drop it on first? The Caribbean is a strategic military position. You can access the world from anywhere in the Caribbean just like that. But no, we want to hover under the wing of the eagle, the American bald eagle. Man, look. He said India has reevaluated its foreign policy. India will take care. India, we're not aligned with you. We will give humanitarian. We will feed the people in Ukraine. But we ain't giving them no weapons because what for? They can't defeat Russia. Well, everybody know that. Y'all setting up the Ukrainians, set up the rest of the world to fall for this foolishness. India say don't want no part of it. You all believe that? Man, look, man. We ain't want nothing to do with it. Nothing. Got this guy from Washington, Don Zucker, whatever. Got him now trying to figure out, shucks, man. Yeah, man. How dare you? How dare you? You're going up there rubbing shoulders with biting these cats. That ain't no problem. I saw the video on your page. I be on your page. I ain't in front. I go on your page. Like I don't know if you come on mine, but you may not tell me that. But I just be on your page, Madam Servant. I just go and see what you're up to. I can't tell a lie. I just gotta see what you're up to, man. I just be thinking to myself, like, I really admire you, though. I ain't going front. I totally admire you. I can't wait till you come on Politically Incorrect and we have a candid conversation for Barbados to view. And I mean that in every sincere way. Because what I would ask you is, like, how do you feel knowing that you have positioned yourself, sacrificed yourself for the sake of the nation and allowing us to recognize the doors that you are opening for us? And the inspiration that you have given us by your actions, how do you feel? You must feel proud of yourself, man. To know that you are going to spark the revolution in Barbados. I mean, look, history, God and history will remember you. God and history will remember Mia Amor Motley. I kid you not. You will spark the revolution in the Caribbean and perhaps even the world. Because once the Caribbean spark it, trust me, the world gonna pay attention. You can bet that. The folks who have suffered the most across the globe, I guarantee you, the only people who could teach the oppressor the errors of his way is the oppressed. And the oppressed is ready for the lesson to be taught. Don't get tapped with it. So I'm looking forward to having you on Politically Incorrect. By the way, I got to give a shout out to Ashley. I got to shout out Ashley. I cannot not do this and not shout out Ashley, our rising star, for sure. For sure. It's a must. We got to celebrate our young people family. We got to uplift them. We got to support them. We got to nurture them. We got to keep them safe. I mean, we have to do all within our power to ensure that they have the future that we didn't have, and also to make sure that the opportunities that we didn't receive, that they fully receive. I was going to touch the idea again tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to touch it because I had showed, last night I played a clip, and maybe I should share that. Maybe I should. One of the things I didn't mention the other night when I was on, when we talked about the ID, let me see if I can find it, is the fact that it's going to have in this. Well, I should have known that at the time. I didn't mention it, but I'm actually going to show you. Let me just go ahead and show you. It's going to have in this RFID chip. Now, the RFID chip, a lot of y'all may not be aware of it, may not know what it is, but it's a radio frequency ID. That's what it is. And what it is, based on the size of it, it's either short range or long range. Now, they're going to use an ultra scanner, most likely. So based on the size of the card, it's going to have a wide antenna, which means it's going to probably be long range to some degree. And with this chip and this ID card, once you go ahead and register, because you're required to go online and you have to register yourself with the system. So once you register yourself, like everything else you register with the government, you're handing over ownership. So when you go on there and you type in your name, your birth date, and that's kind of stuff, you are saying that you're handing yourself over to the government as a registration to be a corporation now established under this new digital ID with a chip in it. And that chip has the ability to track all your locations. So I'm going to say this to my men on the block, my people that doing certain things, right? If you engage in certain activity and behavior, if you go to certain places to cultivate your crop and your food, your vegetable matter, whatever it is, call it, bear in mind, right, that this particular card that has a unique signature to you and you exclusively has the ability to track your movements. Yeah, we could debate, yeah, the cell phone does it, this does it. Yeah, but these are all third parties. So for the government to get information from these companies, and some companies don't even give it over, they have to have certain permission and all kind of stuff. And it's not that simple. And not impossible, but not that simple. I think the other day the feds had to eventually force Apple to give information over to somebody for his case, and the guy turned around and sued Apple and won. The feds had caused Apple to give the information over, and once the individual found out when they went to trial, because he went to trial, he didn't cop out to the plea. And when the information came out, how they got it, the guy sued Apple and they had to pay him. They had to pay him. So he was good either way. The point I want to make is these ID cards are exclusively the government's. And it's not about the fact that they could track you, because they can track you, but it's about the fact that you're giving yourself over to the government to be governed by them, signing yourself back into servitude. That's basically what it is. For those who know, and for those who don't know, well, who don't know. That's all I could tell you. I trust that y'all paying attention. If you're not paying attention, people know to know this. Look, family, a lot of folks are going to run and get it. This broadcast would not be shared 100,000 times so that the rest of Barbados could see it between the next couple of days, although it should be. But the reality, the fact is, this is a whole new day. The fact that they're saying it can be used to buy and sell stuff, meaning that eventually your bank account will be connected to this ID card, your dental records, your medical records. If you have a psychological file, it'll be attached to it, your school records. I mean, everything is going to be on this card. Everything. Eventually, they'll move from a card to a little microchip. The microchip is already being used for the same exact thing they're telling you that the card is for in other places like Sweden and Denmark. Some other places have it already exclusively in their workplaces and all this kind of stuff. You go look this stuff up if you don't believe me. But what I want to tell you is that they can't introduce that into Barbados right away. We're a third world country. So they got to kind of do it in a gradual way. They got to kind of rope you into it differently, because you're not dealing with people who have been freed. You're dealing with people who have been enslaved. So you got to re-enslave them in a different way. So pay attention, family, to this whole new ID card scenario. It is not what you think it is at all. At all. The stock and bond are based on the slave trade. It's a fact, and it's still going on. Said Big Brother is always watching. Yeah, the cards serve a purpose. I mean, we not gonna get in. As a matter of fact, I said this last time as well on the platform. Let me see if I can pull it up as well. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Did I download that? All right, let me check the folder real quick and see if I have it. No, I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing it. All right, cool. This is on page 444 of that famous book. This book. For those who know, I wouldn't have to call the name. I wouldn't have to tell you the name. Those who know this book know this book just by looking at this book. Page 444. If you have a copy of this book, go to page 444. 444. 444. Go to page 444. Yes, it's going to have your driver's license info as well. Ultimately, they'll consolidate the whole thing. Keep in mind that the ID card has an expiration date, which is interesting. excuse me, pardon me, which is interesting because your current ID card doesn't have an expiration date. Notice the difference. Your current ID card does not have an expiration date on it. Behold, behold, yes, yes, my brother. You know the book. You know the book. You know the book. You know the book. You know the thing, nah? You know the thing. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up because not everybody gonna have a copy of that. But let me say this to you real quick. Let me find it. Let me find it. Ah, here it is. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Let me share this real quick. So I don't know the book. So how do I follow you? I got you covered, my man. Well, Emma, sorry. Not man. Emma Sam. I know they're these names, right? I know, but I see the St. Vincent flag. Shout out to my family and Yaramian next door. Can't go wrong. Let me put it up. I'm gonna tell you in a second. Let me put it up. The book is called. There you go. The book is called Behold the Pale Horse. Behold the Pale Horse. The author is a guy called William Cooper. He was an admiral in the Navy, high-ranking officer in the Navy. And believe it or not, a lot of the information he saw, this book was written back in the 70s, well, 70s, early 80s, and was officially published in 1989. This was officially published. From my understanding, he's been assassinated. He's not with us. But this was written back in 1989. I mean, published, sorry, based on the material that he had access to. He felt that the people need to know the truth, and he put out a lot of information. Back then, of course, what he spoke about was considered complete madness. Like, what is this crazy stuff he talking? So no one really believed him. They thought he was nuts. They said he's a conspiracy theorist. This is how this whole conspiracy. As a matter of fact, this is how the conspiracy theory thing really started. Around this same time, with guys like him and some other ones prior to that. But one of the things you got to recognize is that a lot of what he said in this book so far has come to be. He talked about the pandemic and having to take DNA samples from everybody for obvious reasons, to catalog everybody and to search for certain genetic traits in certain beings so they will know who to first eliminate. Because they're trying to focus on a particular type of individual for obvious reasons, especially those who are prone to violence or resistance from the system. So those who show resistance, well, they're the ones they want to focus on, because everybody else passive and submissive, well, they can stay and they'll sift through those to see who they really want to keep, especially those who have been, well, transformed, not by the mind, but by the agenda. Transform, transgender, another conversation, but pay attention. But he wrote about this whole implant back in 89, the microchip in the palm of your hand in 89. And here we are now in 2022 where people are doing this. It's being done already. Barbados is taking a slow approach by bringing the card first, but eventually they want to get to that. You can mark my word. Mark my word. So we need to pay attention to this right here. Jackie put up the YouTube video. Nice, nice. And if you type in Behold the Pale Horse PDF, I'm sure you can find a copy online for sure. Can't miss it. But a lot of information was shared, and at least familiarize yourself with some of it. Tell a friend and tell a friend, as always, man. The God gene, of course, Alex. You know what they're looking for. The God gene, of course. You can't enslave the gods. It's emphatically impossible. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. But yes, you're welcome. Shabbat shalom to you too, Wendell. I am needing to know what this book is. Chosen and Anointed. Inbox me. I send you a copy on the PDF. Just link me on the WhatsApp number for the program. Politically Incorrect WhatsApp number is on your screen. Inbox me and I'll send you a PDF copy to read out on your Kindle or your tablet, whichever is comfortable for you, and you can have it without question. Without question. We got to have as a matter of fact, shout out to Corey, by the way. This young fella gave me a link a few weeks ago about a lot of books you can download in the PDF form. And I think we need to start a virtual library. And I'm gonna talk to my team, the Fade crew, I know y'all listening. Make a note of that, and let's see how we could create a virtual library. So even on our website, for Shaquille, make a note of that for our website. We can have a page called library, and we can have a list of books in PDF form on there, so a person could come, any individual could come on and click on it and have access to a lot of the books that we reference, even the books that we post here in our book review section. If some of y'all paying attention, you see that the book changes periodically, but let's see if we could do that and get a library going on and see what's good. Whoever win the AI war will come out on top. China or America use artificial intelligence. Well, while they're playing with artificial intelligence, we're dealing with intelligence, divine intelligence, supreme intelligence. And this is why we can't lay back and watch this, acting like we ain't recognize what's going on and let them walk us into this trap. Nah, we got to pay attention, family, on a whole new level. It's a different day. Our children's lives are at stake. That's who they're really targeting. That's who they're focusing on. You see, the children. That's who they really want to focus on, the children. So we can't sit back and let that happen, family. Can't sit back and let that happen. We got work to do, family. Remember that. Remember that while we busy with work and trying to keep things going, they're not wasting time at all. This RFID that's in this ID card, and like I said too, it has the ability to receive, store, and transmit information based on an internal battery. Believe it or not, this ID card, which looks like a regular bank card or debit card, will have a battery in it, a small circuit loop-in battery using copper, and small, not enough to shock you or nothing like that, but enough power to power the chip that receives, stores, and transmit information. Now, wait a minute. How you mean it could receive, store, and transmit information? What kind of information is this we're talking about? No, it's not a microphone. At least I don't think. I know it's not a camera. But it, like I said, can pick up location based on GPS and stuff to that nature. And to my understanding, it can also pick up certain frequencies in terms of sounds. So like, for example, a gunshot is a high frequency. It resonates at a high decibel. And from my understanding, the chip has the ability to store information that cause it to fluctuate in a high way. That would indicate perhaps on a graph that loud noise might be a gunshot. So it can actually identify a location, and a proximity to the people might be involved. So you got to really pay attention to this thing, family, and don't fall into this trap at all. I mean, you got to take this thing serious. If you out there committing crime, you better leave your wallet home. Otherwise, you might just do crime and walk to Dodds. Just knock on the door and say, look, I just going to sign myself in. Queen Ashley, thanks for shouting me out, Emmanuel. Oh, dear. Wow, I feel special. Yes, Ashley with a double E. Ashley, this is great. Great stuff. I feel honored. We got to get you on here. You could tell me that story you was telling me the other day. Powerful stuff. And you could read your essay. We got to do that for the children, family. We keep saying we're going to have the youths come on. We ain't bring them on yet. We got to do that, man. We got to stop playing around with that, man. It's too important. Train up a child the way he should go. Anyhow, family, be cautious of this whole ID. That's really all I got to say about that, man. I could say this over and over and over and over. This ID, look, this thing is so powerful, right? That, say, for example, you went to this junior monarch Calypso thing, soca tent, whatever they call it. And you're there in the crowd, and there's maybe 1,000 of y'all in the crowd. The ultra frequency cards they have that can read this chip is so powerful that they could come to that room or probably use a drone and scan the entire audience and have a catalog list of everybody who was present in one, just by just waving it over the crowd, just by virtue of passing it through the crowd, man. Having it by the door where you enter, every single body. You don't have to take out your ID card or nothing. You have that in your wallet, in your back pocket, in your side pocket, in your hand, in your bag, whatever. Just by virtue of walking past a sensor, it will tell and it could be 20 people walk past at the same time. It could be 100 people walk past at the same time. The scanner will pick up all 100 ID cards, separate and individual, distinct. There's so much downside to that. There's so much wrong that can happen with that. They say it's safer, right? Nothing online is safer. Banks get hacked all the time. Government offices get hacked all the time. Government secret services get hacked. All kind of places get hacked. Bitcoin gets hacked with this cryptocurrency. I told somebody last night, what is it? $67 billion have been stolen thus far from Bitcoin in the last 2 years or so. 67 billion. So I'm not saying it doesn't work for some. I'm saying it is a disaster for others, man. So you got to know what you're about and how to get in, how to move, because you're in a room full of vultures, man. And if you don't understand how to operate, you're going to become dinner. Simple as that. So you got to pay attention, family. Got to pay attention. Wait, hold on. Let me see what's going on there real quick. Okay, I see you. I got your message. I'm not sure I can send it on. I don't think I can send it on Messenger. So take the number and send me a WhatsApp message, and I'll get it to you for sure. But yeah, give thanks. But this what's going on, family, man. There's so much happening. I like the idea of the library, though. I think we should definitely focus on getting that done too. There's a lot of information that some folks may want to hear and don't have access to it, and those who have in a position to share. Credit cards getting hacked, all no. It's a fact. I mean, so don't let them tell you it's safe. If the bank ain't even safe, you think the government safe? Come on, man. They might be the ones doing the hacking. And their information, all your personal information on there. I mean, there's so much potential for that to do so much damage. But there's pros and there's cons, they say. But I'm just letting you know, family, it ain't what you think it is at all. Good to see you, Siri. You funny. I like it. Wait, I see you too, family. Give thanks for the link. What's up to you too? I give thanks for the link. John, I see you, man. The people are already being hacked, right? Yeah, right. Just downloaded the book. Look, the brother right here went and downloaded and won. If it's a clean download, what you can do, brother, is just post the link in the chat for those who also want it. I mean, just want to go ahead and get it on their own. You can go ahead and post that link real quick. But now, listen to me carefully. Let me say this early out. When I first got this book, I started reading certain stuff. At the time, I ain't going front. I thought it was crazy. I thought this guy was nuts. But I ain't going front, man. I mean, a lot of what this guy talked about has shown to be so truthful over the years. Like, I don't even question the other stuff that I still question to some degree. But like I said, a lot of what I was questioning before, I mean, so far has shown itself to be just so. So, yeah. It's kind of one of them things, family. But give thanks, Jackie. This is the YouTube link. I think this brother downloaded a PDF, Jackie. But yeah, give thanks. But I think he said he just downloaded the book in audio. In audio. So I'm not sure we found the audio file, if it was on YouTube or whatnot. But if that's the same one, that's fine. If not, you go ahead and just post the link, and we're gonna just share that energy right through, man. But yes, this is a great. Thanks, Isis. This is a great movie to go and watch. Both of them is great movies. I mean, Enemy of the State showed us years ago in terms of what they were up to and what they could do, their capabilities. Again, we thought it was just a movie, and now we see a lot of this stuff is legit, it's real, it's happening right in real time. So in order to transform your mind, you gotta realize that you can't be thinking, let's say, be in the world but not of the world. You gotta unlearn and relearn. You gotta let go of a lot of things that you hold so dear true, that you hold on to as if it is truthful, and recognize that you have the power to speak things into being, and recognize that these things they give you, a lot of stuff is just distractions. complete distractions while they do what they're doing behind the scene. And in most cases, a lot of the people who are facilitating these distractions don't even know that that's what they're doing. They too have been compromised. They don't have a clue that they don't have a clue, because what they're going to tell you is, I was just doing my job. I was just doing my job. They have been under such a spell of mind control that they can't see the difference between being able to transform your mind and be a free thinker, so you could think for yourself, you could see for yourself, and make informed decisions, as opposed to being blinkers and blindly going forward, following a system that's clearly leading us and our children to hell in a handbasket. The mere fact, for those who know joining us, and I'll put this up again, the mere fact that they have the audacity to come out here and, where is it? Let me find it, man. This is it. Let me go and find it. Oh, wait, I just saw it. I just saw it. There you go. Is this it? Wait, hold on. Let me get it. Let me go back. I think I go in the wrong direction. This direction? Yeah. There you go. Here it is. The mere fact, right, that they have the we call it gumption, corner granny, to suggest that they want to have the juniors involved in bashment. They want all young men and all young women in the junior monarch to come up now and promote bashment among the younger ones, so they could get up on the stage and TikTok and all this kind of dances. Like the last time you saw it, that when Pearson was excited. Those are his words, not mine. The little boys was dancing on the stage, and he said, yeah, that's exciting. Yeah, he said watching that was exciting for him. Yeah, they're my words, is what he said. So I'm just saying, family, we got to pay attention to this thing on a whole new level. A whole new level. This is where the line is being drawn. One more thing I want to show you though before I go is this clip right here on this same chat. Let me flip it. Why are our youngsters so angry? Now wait a minute. Let me let it soak in for a minute. Hold on. Let me let us soak in for a minute. The question is being asked. Why are our youngsters so angry? Yes, Andrea, bashment draw a crowd, thus money. They don't care about the children. That may be true for those who are seeking money. But the people who suggest it behind the scene have a much more nefarious and diabolical plan. For them, it ain't about the money. It's about sexualizing our children early. And the younger, the better. The younger, the better, so that when these sick, sadistic tourists come out here looking for their pleasure to be fulfilled, they have a pool to fish from. That's what this is about. And nobody want to call a spade, right? But it's that time, man. It's that time. Seriously speaking. So the question is, why are youngsters so angry? Let me tell you why the youngsters are so angry. Between the lack of connection with the mother, not being breastfed, they gotta start there. Let me go a little further. From the womb, the foods we consume while we're pregnant, all the poisons and toxins we consume while we're pregnant, all the different things that we engage in when we're pregnant, the kind of births, the C-sections, believe it or not, the lack of breast milk, breastfeeding, believe it or not, the lack of touch and love and how, believe it or not, the arguments and the fussing and fighting, believe it or not, the christening, believe it or not, the school, well, let me go a little further. What do you call it? The nursery, believe it or not. Primary school, no, preschool, they got preschool, believe it or not. Primary school, believe it or not. So by the time they get to secondary school, you see the manifestation of all them different woes adding up, coming out in their social behavior. The music, believe it or not. the television, the television, believe it or not. And I got to say it too, with all the regret I could find to muster up. The church, believe it or not. Believe it or not. I met a young man the other day that confessed that when he was at church, the pianist used to play with his pianist. Yeah, believe it or not. So we don't want to call a spade because we don't want to offend nobody, right? But believe it or not, this is the manifestation of all them things. The sugar. I see they promoted snow cones in Barbados, which I thought was funny. They promoted snow cones in Barbados, snow cone vendors, want more snow cone vendors. And Barbados have the highest amputee in the world, I think, per gross capita. Diabetes in Barbados out the roof. But we promoting snow cones. Yeah. Right. They're grooming the children for their agenda. Exactly. The children being groomed. As far as why the children so angry and aggressive, well, neglect. That's all I could tell you. We have neglected the children and they have found the matches. A student fighting with a teacher, a female teacher at that. Come on, family. It's a different day. But we ain't paying attention. But we have a solution for that. It's called the Barbados Youth Action Program. And I've showed it to Lamumba, the whole BIAP family, without question. For those who don't know, BIAP has done a lot of work in the region when it comes to youth and youth violence. I mean, from the classroom to the prison. I remember once, I can find the video. I'm going to holler at the brethren, man. That'd be nice to do that tonight, Friday night. You could do that next Friday night. Set up for next Friday night. We was in the prison in St. Kitts. In the prison. Just went to visit the prison. Going to the prison. They heard about the program and they say, you know what? We want a program. We want to try this right here, right now. So while we in this prison, by the way, the prison was built in, I think I don't remember. I think it was 1840 or something like that. Yeah. I think, something like that. The prison was built back then to hold 60 men. Or 60 prisoners, let me put it that way. And now we're in the prison, it hasn't over, I think, with about 300 or something so. Same prison. It was built to hold 60 men. I know it had about 300 and change or something like that. Or more. I don't remember exactly. So they open all these cells and let these guys out. I mean, it's like, okay. They let even the ones on death row. And we did a presentation right then and right there. And by the time he was finished, right? I mean, to see people that were condemned to death, young men who are 13 and 14 years old, who have sentences like 30 years and 40 years to serve in prison. How old are you? 15? You gotta do what? 30 how much? God damn. Anyhow, you gotta save the youths, family. That's all I can tell you, man. Yeah, we left the food alone. We're eating the KFC and the Chefette. It's a fact. Facts. All these things contribute to why the children sick, why they're angry. So true. Yep. Direct disconnected is a fact. It starts from not breastfeeding. George, I so believe that. Here. Believe it or not, art emotion. Believe it or not. Isis, you're right, man. This is a long comment. I want y'all to pay attention to this one as well. Seriously. We got a lot of work to do, family. A lot of work. We got to renew our thinking. We got to renew our thinking. And the thing is, when you start to renew your thinking, you speak things into being. All those things you desire to have in your world, in your life, in your space, you start to manifest through yourself. You become that change that you want to see and resonate. Your light shines so bright. You may not see it because you're going through it, so you're used to it. But the others who see your light shining as bright as you can't even believe it in some cases, they see it. You just keep pushing. Renew your mind. Transform your mind. Be in the world, but not of the world. You see what I'm saying? That's the stage we got to reach. In order to reach that level, we got to not just think a certain way. We got to be a certain way. Eat certain foods. Try to stay from other stuff. And balance it. I ain't telling you to become the fanatic and telling me, yo, Emmanuel, I only drink alkaline water. You know, that got to be 10 pH and all this kind of stuff because you borderline battery acid. So too much alkaline is like too much acid. You going to fry or burn, one of the two. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go down that road. Balance it, family. Ease off the meat a little bit. I ain't tell you go and start eating cardboard or soya bean or whatever because I don't even touch that stuff no more. And I would wish the day you come that you reach that same stage where you don't touch that stuff either. Tofu and all this stuff. We ain't got a clue what that is. Ground food, Edos. We would say, well, that's starch. Emmanuel, that ain't really real. Okay. A little better than that other stuff until you could get on a better diet. In the meantime, work what you got. I'm just saying. Get into more greens and fruits. When to eat them, how to eat them. And, you know, bring self into balance. Believe you me, if you're looking for it, it'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. It'll happen. So, yo, John, I like this one, John. Your presence alone, I call it your pre-essence. Your pre-essence alone change the environment just by virtue you being there. Is that energy, family? Breastfeeding creates a bond between mother and child. That's why you see Isis and Osiris all the time. You see mother and Heru is Isis and Heru. You see mother and child always. Mother and child. Mary and Jesus, same picture. Mother and child. Always. And they're breastfeeding. Which is interesting now that you mention that, you know, because you think about it. Well, the Mary one in breastfeeding, but I don't know if the Mary Jesus breastfeeding, but the breastfeeding is a fact, man. Is a fact. Soya bean make the same plastic bottles the soft drinks are in. Look, man. Look, family, we just got to keep pushing forward. Do what we can, how we can, to the best of our ability, and trust that we're gonna find a way. The universe is not gonna leave us out. Not gonna leave us out. We're gonna be there all along, right through making it happen. Let me. All right, tell you what. It's Friday night. It's a beautiful night. Good vibes. We started on a high, and I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you. I could drop another Dennis Brown real quick, though. I feel like I could drop another Dennis Brown. Not just any Dennis Brown, but a particular Dennis Brown, man. A special Dennis Brown. But no. And do Johnny Clark first. I'm going to do a Johnny Clark first, man. Renew your mind, family. By the renewing of the mind, family. It's time to transform the mind, not the gender. The funny thing is, in order to transform your gender, you got to transform your mind. See it? Declaration of Rights. Johnny Clark. Nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell, I say. Get up and fight for your rights. My brother, cheese or bread. Wait. You can't play them sort of tunes once, though. You really can't. Look, you can't drop them sort of tunes once. I know a lot of folks may not love the music, but stick around with this whole meditation, man. Listen to the lyrics. Don't knock it because it's reggae. Listen. If they plan to put bashment on stage with little children, then y'all gotta be able to listen to some conscious reggae music. Listen to the words, man. Just the words, man. It's a message in the music, family. It's a message in the music. The question is, did you get the message?
And fighting among ourselves, nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell. I say,
get up and fight
for your rights, my brothers. Get up and fight for your rights, my sisters. Took us away from civilization, brought us to stay in the plantation.
Yes, these plantations.
Among ourselves, nothing to achieve this way. It's worse than hell. I say, get up and fight for your rights, my brother.
Yes.
Get up and fight for your rights, my sister.
I got one more for you, man. I get one more tune. No love for humanity shall fade away. They don't have no love for us, family. It is obvious. I mean, obvious.
And not for its physical health shall fade away, fade away. Though some believe in diamonds and pearl and feel like they're on top of the world, they shall fade away. Hear what I'm saying?
Okay, wait. Let me look at this one here now. One of our wise elders has spoken. We got to acknowledge. Renewing the mind with what? When one is aligned with true self, you are guided from within. You know what to eat, how to dress, you just know how to be. Barbados has much religion, but there is a drought of spirituality.
One who's always acting smart and don't carry no love in his heart shall fade away. God is there.
Change the nuts. Prices for children from age 12. It's all making sense now. How can a child be an adult at 12? How can a child be an adult at 12? Remember back in colonial day, the black woman breastfeed a weak and an ill black man back to health. The black woman not only breastfeed her own children, in some cases she breastfed the children from massa as well, interestingly enough. Every day, family. Yeah, I see a message. I see it. Beware.
Shall fade away. God is here and everywhere, and his eyes are wide. Faith
Fade away, family. Fade away. Look, it's not even by chance that this thing should happen, man. I don't know why we find ourselves in this position. You would think that by now, you know, they were called wet nurses. I didn't even know that. You're referring to the mothers that would breastfeed. Wow. Wet nurses. Okay. Both mother and child gain loads from breastfeeding. Yes, indeed. I got this message from the Creator. Get knowledge and understanding, the beginning of renewal of the mind. I agree. The sister was talking about it earlier in terms of how, but once you go in and know yourself, but you know what? Let me go a little further. By the renewing of the mind, right? When we talk the mind is reconnecting basically with your Creator. And once you reconnect, but the mind is internal, not external. So the minute you connect internally, like the sister said, you're going to know what you need to do. It's already there. Yeah, you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to know. Grounds, I give thanks for the message, though. We appreciate it for sure. This is the great reset. We may call it renewal or transform. We need to reset our minds because the way they have programmed us and the way we ought to be, not in divine time. It's time that we reprogram our minds by the renewal of the mind, by the renewal of the mind. The anger begins from the delivery room. Wow, we got a whole new level right here. From the delivery room, the bright lights, cutting the cord, and the slap on the ass. I am still trying to find the doctor who slapped me. Yo, I like it though. Oh man, I will slap his offspring. Actually, mom just told me nurse Tudor. Damn. Wow. Yo, shout out to moms, by the way. Tell moms, blessed love right through to her. Pure energy to mom. Yeah, how old is mom now, by the way? Give us a number. I don't recall her numbers, but I know she up there as an elder amongst us. Tell mom politically incorrect. Send her nothing but love. I ain't even gonna call her name. She knows the queen. The queen. She knows who she is. She knows exactly who she is. Tell moms we shout her out. Tell Emmanuel send her a big hug and plenty of kinetic love, man. Right through. 84. Moms is a real soldier. She 84. 8 and 4 is 12. 2 and 1 is 3. That's the power of the Trinity. Tell mom we sending nothing but love. Let me throw up some hearts myself, man. Nothing but love for moms. Nothing but love for moms. Right, true. Real thing, man. Tell moms we give thanks. I also got to shout out the little ones. I'm telling you, man, I get a lot of young folks tuning in, and I'm guided by them because the youth is the future. We just here holding the baton today, ready, but this is for them. This is for them. This isn't even for us. It's just the foundation we set in. You know what I mean? What do you think is going to happen to the mind of the child when the child is handed a cell phone at the early age and is not tutored or supervised in the correct way, or should use? Furthermore, most of the children's daily activity is spent on social media platforms. I like this one, Miss Cox. I like this one for real. I totally like this one, man. And this is where parents got to pay attention now. Got to pay attention on a whole new level, especially when it comes to this. I think we should do a special on children and technology at some point. We can look at that, Yes, mom is pure Ethiopian queen. I am blessed. Thanks. Listen, the Abyssinian people, the people from the abyss, the ether people, we give thanks. Send moms nothing but love. Nothing but love, family. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. If y'all know what time it is, give mom some forward without question. Wait. Yeah, let me go back here real quick. Trying to think. Yeah. I thank y'all though, for real, because y'all make this happen. Some of these cartoons are horrible. By design, not by chance, by design. That's why you got to show the children other things other than what they be trying to show them, because that's how we transform them, by giving them something different to focus on. Totally different, man. But yeah, though. Let me drop one more Dennis. I said I had another Dennis, right? This for all the family. This is for you, moms. 84.
Oh, love, gotta hold on to me. Just sweet love, gotta hold on to me.
Ethiopia love, man. Rastafari love.
Girl, you got me here tonight,
Yes.
and the feeling is right.
Yes.
And you hold me tight.
Yes.
Let's make love till morning light. 'Cause you love,
Pure energy, family.
hold on to me.
Positive vibes.
Just sweet love,
Shout out to Armageddon.
hold on me.
Armageddon.
I said your love, gotta hold on to me.
You got a hole.
Your love, gotta hold on me.
I ain't gonna tell you, man. You already know what time it is, man.
Don't try to tease me.
Wait, the Rastaman playing little love tunes. Okay, on.
Let your feelings flow.
Revolution is love we dealing with, family. Renew your mind, family.
Gotta hold on to me. Yes, your love, gotta hold on me. Yes, sweet love, gotta hold on me. Oh, yes, your love, gotta hold on me. Yeah.
Cheese on bread. Just so. That coming there real smooth though. Y'all know this? By the river, moms. Yeah. Yeah, man. In a different space, man. Different space. Feeling irie. Shout out to Zion House, family. Service tomorrow, 11 o'clock, Haggett Hall. Actually, that is the Norman Nels roundabout in Haggett Hall, not by the Sky Mall. The cartoons is bad, man. That's right, Hallam. Yes. The original Irish. We know who we are. Hold on. Got one more, man. You gotta be careful in these times, though. If you're going by the river, you gotta wade in the water. But don't forget, you got to be very careful. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you gotta be careful, man. We're living in a different time, family. Wait. Whatever you do in these times, family, be mindful here. Everybody watching, man. Everybody got a cell phone. And everybody trying to get forward here. Informer. Jeez, on.
Him stand up and me gate, him pose like a gate. And anything me try, judge I know him underrated. Say anything me try, judge I know him underrated. Informer not the era, murderer.
Informer.
Murderer. Informer not the era, murderer. Him under no chatting murderer. Him stand up and me gate, him pose like a gate. And anything me try, judge I know him underrated. Me no matter where him do, and me no matter where him say. Kata and the youth when me love see him say. Say love is not to love, say love is not to bust. But if I show you, the most certain wife on the corner informer.
Just be careful, family. Just be careful, man. These times things change, man. Things change, man. Anyhow, if I don't want to stop myself, I can keep going. If I look, I didn't even see Daffodil. If she would say, would not be able to stop. But shout out to Daffodil while we at it still. Isis, I see you. Silent River run deep. Be aware and be careful. I serious. I like it. Everybody, yes. Waiting and ready. Ready and waiting. Can't go wrong. Family, it was great. As always, pure energy, pure love, divine love. We give thanks. Kick back, hold a meditation, transform the mind by going into yourself and realizing the time we're living in and recognizing that this is spiritual warfare. We can't do this with might. We got to do this with sight. And sight beyond sight is what we're referring to. But you know what I mean? Renew the mind. Let's get in tune with self. That's why they said, man, know thyself. Woman, know thyself. Take time for yourself, family. Sometimes put on the phone, turn off the TV, Sometimes you're really hungry, just go drink some water, preferably rainwater. If you don't like hit direct, you can boil it. And just nurture your soul, nurture your spirit, and be at peace. Be at peace. Be at one. I can't stress it enough. Be at one. Be at one. Be at one with yourself. I gotta go and definitely Thundercats. Yeah. Somebody been paying attention. It's a fact though. Thundercats was telling us all along. These are the short cartoons you should let your children watch because they'll figure that out in one. But we gotta pick and choose. Let's choose wisely, family. Let me just check real quick. Mum Ra, I see somebody was paying attention. Somebody paying attention. Mum Ra. They try to flip it, but we know who's who, man. We know who's who. Okay. We can do our book review the next possible chance. Oh, that's what you was doing today. Okay. Screenshotting. Okay, I got you. Life's a cycle, man. Anyhow, family. Tonight was Irie. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna drop that first, then it's Brown again, though. I feel the need to drop that, man. Haile Selassie the First, Empress Reserve Men and family. One perfect balance. We're gonna ride out on this show right here, family. Yo, Lamamba. Walk in the yard, family. And here we at, family. Let them write what they want to write. Let them say what they want to say. Let the wicked believe whatever they want to believe, man. All faith is in the Almighty. All faith is in the Almighty. Man, look. Brother City pandemic opened the eye to a lot of things. Yes, indeed. Arise, family. Arise. Maria, one perfect balance. Give thanks for you as always, man. Shower me with love. Yeah. Blessed love to you too, family. You and your whole family. Y'all doing great stuff over there. Shout me forward. You got to discuss some stuff. Don't forget. One perfect balance, family. Jade, I see you. Sonia. Miss Payne. Real thing. We must renew our minds and keep in the right state of mind in a level form of righteousness. Righteousness exalts a nation, family. Let's uplift our nation, family. It's that time. These cats making reservations for our children to do all kind of stuff, man. It's time to pull the plug on that whole operation, family. Ooh. It's time to make this thing happen, family. It's time to make it happen, man. Rest well, Jackie. We see you. Remember Lot's wife, family. Remember Lot's wife. Moving forward, family. Forward only. Backwards never. Forward ever. Poof pow be gone, family. We see you. Broom out. You kidding me? Ain't looking back, family. Christopher, blessings to you too, my brother. John, I see you. Don't stop. Shout out to DJ Benson. We got to connect. Shout out to Nataki too. Tamara, the Virgin Islands, the whole Caribbean. Shout out to the family in the Trinidadian territory. You know who you be. Y'all have a beautiful night, family. Love y'all much, 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 much. Forward full force for sure, brother. See y'all next week, family.